Right, let's see. Hello, hello. Looks like I'm coming through, that's good. I'll just stop the playback there. Hey Maggie, hey Gorbit, nice to see you here already. So this is a game that has been gifted to me very, very kindly by Gorbit. And it's a game that I've never played, but I've seen is quite popular in the speedrunning community. And I know quite a few of you know I like the speedrunning community a lot. Now I'm going to play it with a controller. So I don't know how that's going to map out. I have not got any further than this. I don't even know if it works. I don't know if we're going to have any streaming technicalities or anything like that to worry about. And tell you what I haven't done is I haven't dropped any links anywhere, have I? Let's best do that first. Now I don't drop links on the other servers. So I'll drop one there. And I'll drop one there just briefly. And I'll also drop one on Twitter as well. The music's nice. Yeah, controller's nice, a bit more relaxed than crouching over the keyboard. Now, I know there's not many people in the audience just yet, but if you don't know, I've not been very well for the last 48 hours. So if I start coughing a lot, I'm probably going to quieten down and just sip water and play the game. So let's just go to help and options first. Does it give me a tutorial or something at the start, or do I need to actually look at how to play? Resolution is good. Display, full screen. Yep. Anti-aliasing, we can have those on, can't we? Let's make it look pretty. Settings. Hopefully the music's not too loud in the background and you can still hear me. I've tried to rig up a push to mute button just in case I do start to cough. So let's give that a go. So I don't know if you heard me cough or not there. Ah, the Flow 95, hello. There is a tutorial at the start. Excellent, okay, so we don't need to do that. Right, well in that case then, controls. Oh, well they don't look like joypad buttons. Evade. Attack. Wow, these are all in a strange place. Right, true. I guess we'll just have to figure some of these out as we go. You heard us cough. Okay, so my push to mute button doesn't work then. Well, you're just going to have to put up with me coughing. Right, let's give this a go then, because I don't really know what it's about. So story. Let's get stuck in. Right, so should we do normal mode or no sweat mode? Start the game with unlimited chances to carry on if defeated, for less experienced players of all ages, or just normal? Let's just stick with normal. So any guys that have joined us from the YouTube channel, not coding tonight, having a relaxing night off.
Simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
And just before we get too carried away, this was gifted by Gorbit99, who is also called Gorbit Games on Twitch.
He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
Okay, so I've got control. I'm just making sure there's no jump or anything like that. Pressing all the buttons, seeing what's going on. Suspicious floor.
Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why.
Is the game audio loud enough, by the way?
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road.
Ah, now X is not X on a PlayStation controller, so hang on. Right.
Well, it's a touching reunion.
Press B to attack. Right, so circle. Circle to attack. A to evade. I guess I could fall off the map, right? So we'll try that in a minute. Smashing things up. Smashy, smashy, smashy. So smash. Evade.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
Game audio could be a bit louder. Okay. We'll try it there for a bit, see what it's like. I like smashing things up. I want to go over here.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Starts to feel his bruises, though.
So I've got a choice of directions to go then. I don't know if there's a map or anything like that.
Kid just rages for a while.
Should I see who's joined the chat there? Alexander. Right, this is confusing when it says press X.
Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
Press X to shoot. Okay, have I got a limited number of bullets? It looks like it. So trouble is, I'm compulsively like to explore in games. And so I kind of feel that by not going down here, I've missed something. Is that somewhere I can go, or is that down a bit lower down? Let's check this out. Ah, good. I'm collecting something, but I don't know what they do. Got 90 of them anyway.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
Press Y to heal. Okay, that's up there. So let's fill those up then. I know that sound effect from
School
somewhere.
of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines.
Okay. Right, so why did my gun stop firing? I've got a very limited number of bullets then, have I?
It's a wonder the old saloon's still standing. Used to have the nicest view.
See, I'd rather have that mapped to some sort of trigger button. Oh.
Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her.
No, I've not been over there yet. Okay, well, let's go to the big blue arrow. remember what these buttons mean.
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did.
I can smash up
Then
your bar.
Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery, gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
Oops. Okay, there's a dynamic here I'm not quite familiar with yet. I don't quite know what's restoring my bullet health.
Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop. Rondi always wanted his ashes scattered here.
If you hear any explosions in the background, it's because we're celebrating Bonfire Night next week in the UK, so there's a lot of fireworks going off outside. Smashy, smashy. So I have to just get it built into my brain. Smash, bullets, dodge, and heal. Bullets, dodge. X.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
Hold X to shoot, but we'll do that in a minute. I need to test if you can fall off the world, but I suspect that you can.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back.
How do I change my weapon back to the rapid fire if I need to? Ah, that was defend, wasn't it? Yeah, that's an important one. Looks like you haven't got the balls to jump off. No, I've not. This is Bastion. Gorbit has purchased it for me, and very grateful I am too. Something stringy.
The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land.
Oh, I got hit.
Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Right back at you.
Ah, so I can actually use my shield as a weapon. Okay. Yes, right.
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner.
Oh, you can fall off the fall off the world. Okay.
He finds the distillery right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town.
So I believe this is procedurally generated each and every time, isn't it? Exactly, it's got a big bow and arrow in it. Let's have a look in the arsenal. Oh, wrong button.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Okay. Select. Well, I quite like the breaker's bow at the moment, so I'm going to stick with that. Oh, why is it moving all the buttons around? We'll keep things as they are for now. So B is that, X is that, A is evade. Okay, so I don't actually need to do anything in the arsenal.
One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
You can hold more spirits. Proceed anyway. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. So something increased. What have I got in my menus here? Okay, that was a bit fiddly. I can do better.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
It's all very good saying Y heal. I'm not an Xbox player. It's going to put me in a boss soon, isn't it? It's just going to be a complete disaster because I don't know what any of the buttons do.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
I think it is, yeah. Oh, pay attention. Wrong button. This isn't good. Hey, Commander Root. Thanks, man.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air.
Brilliant.
Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Okay, you gotta move. Got you.
Don't go down that easy.
Press start to carry on. Hang on. What's that button going to be?
Oh! Watch his step. Kid puts him out of his misery.
Oh, you guys best not be laughing. Right, which way am I going? So I need to just... Evade is quite an important button. But evade makes it a little bit unpredictable. Arrow shooting is quite slow. It goes nowhere. This is just the tutorial level, isn't it?
The core to the wharf district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well.
Of course.
Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running.
Oh!
Down it goes. Down toward the bastion. Now the kid sees
try that
something
again.
stranger still.
Oh.
His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another.
I guess there's some
He
dynamic at play
finds
here.
me. We talk for a spell.
Right, City Guest, ask about the seal representing the
There's a
thing.
bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there. Then watch. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, alright. Except no one else showed up. Kid ain't finished here yet. Just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Oh, I can't use my weapons here. Foundation, I guess there's that. So these look like, it's like a warp zone, I guess, is it?
Kid ponders what to build. The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Right, got some skills. We do like sort of the pixel-looking games here, don't we? Requires 1 black tonic, 1 black tonic, 1 black tonic. I'm going to stick with my whirlwind just for the time being, because it's something I'm familiar with.
Ain't much kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
Skyway.
The
So I guess, is
Skyway.
it...
Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
Home base. That's the Bastion. Core detected. Workman ward. Area cleared. Okay, so there's areas I've done, areas I've not done. Well, let's try this one then. Workman ward.
The workman ward. Them windbags used to keep the city humming along here. Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Folks will never see one again. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble. Just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing. And light
That's
enough to
better. It's just going to take me a bit more time to break stuff. Make sure that's not blocking a path. Sorry, Wadby, we don't always do coding streams, particularly at weekends. You know, I like to have fun as well.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit.
Putting those mashing skills to good use.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
Why is it not letting me rebound them? There we go. Okay, a bit more timing.
like gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing.
Oh, I have lots of fun with coding, but sometimes it's just nice to switch your brain off, right? If you don't rest it, it'll wear out.
And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery
Of course.
old foreman's keeping his fellas in check. Almost like he's showboating for the crowd.
The trouble is, I don't know which button is A. There we go.
And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole. He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge. Somehow that old forge is still standing.
I think I'm missing a trick here, but it's...
Inside the forge.
Yeah, that's a good
he can
point.
fine-tune those instruments of his.
An upgrade material for the hammer. We'll take the string. Select an upgrade. Yeah, speed string.
With a good length of Miska, that bow's like new again.
Well, I'm not using the hammer much, but how much are these going to cost?
Kids' lifelong
I guess the enemies
friends
are gonna get
looking
harder,
fit to
aren't they?
keep on fighting. Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch. Never much cared for that big wide grin of his. He heads for the biggest dump in town, Scumbag Alley. Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash. And there he is, the oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel. The calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. Kid cuts up Gershel like a vine apple. Old scumbag didn't feel a thing. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started. The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back.
The narration's quite a clever thing. I wonder how they've managed to infer context from a scenario like this.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
Ask about the
The
ragged hood.
windbags used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under him.
I don't want the squirt law. Don't know why it won't let me equip mirror shield, but
A bow and a machete, every bit as effective as the fancier stuff.
so I've got to go and deposit my core somewhere. Here's the monument. You're the monument.
Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
Okay, we'll get a distillery this time. Distillery, guys, I think? Yeah, distillery. Okay, I think we've got a forge, haven't we? Distillery. That's what we'll do.
Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
Squirt cider. Well, I'm going to keep a straight face with that one. Right, so on to select. Ah, so it's like I choose from these things, and it's a cumulative effect, is it? So, +1 chance to carry on if defeated. Defeat surrounding foes if defeated. Let's have that as well. So are these now sort of cumulative things? So they exist.
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste. Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
Alright, well, let's do some bow and arrow stuff. Okay, wasn't that button.
The Breaker Barracks. Many straight shooters learn their way.
Hey, Fisk. I think this is it's like a procedurally generated story, but with a lot of action content as well. But the buttons are labelled, I think, as an Xbox controller, or at least a SNES.
The Breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets in the fewest shots.
Clear all targets in a few shots. Okay. Alright, so I need to collect the bow.
He's focused. He's armed. And he's off. The perfect shot just happens in a flash.
this one. Some more string. Got string. Ah, it's a restart. Well, I'll push on. I won't try and do it all to bit death right now. I think the guy sounds a lot like EM Nudge.
Materials we need.
Right, let's go to a different land. So we're stocked up on booze, and I've got some weapons. That's full of spiky-looking plants, but it's closer to the starting one, so I guess that's going to be easier.
Pot. Place hoarded all sorts of fineries from beyond the boundless sea.
Let's give that a go then.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt. Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stabweeds.
Stabweeds. Something nasty. Yeah, we'll definitely have that. Oh.
If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down.
Ah, do I? I guess I do. Oh, this looks like a boss arena, doesn't it?
He cuts down every stabweed like there's gonna be a prize for it. Core stuck inside one of those fancy cages.
I just want to get the stabweeds out of the way for the inevitable attack. It's a trip mine.
Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous.
Yeah, I'm waiting for something to just fall on him. Ah, there's a switch. Ugh, alright, here we go.
He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong?
I'm willing to bet.
Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirrel's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. Scumbags don't take kindly to the interlopers. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Birdie pop that mean old foreman. At this
They're on
rate,
my side.
maybe
They're on my
5
side.
more minutes, maybe 30 on the town.
Mashing! Mashing! Yes. See? We were discussing mashing earlier.
Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up.
Ooh, it's gone quiet. Great.
One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. It's a troublesome scene to be sure. It ain't all bad, as the kid finds some spices from Motherland, tax-free. A few moments
I can
left.
reach under that cage now, surely.
10, 9, 8, 7, give or take a few seconds.
Ow, 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 that guy's bad.
Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest bar.
Whew. Die, you little thing. There we go. I'm not letting that one just roam around. There we go. No, well that wasn't too bad.
I still remember the look on his face after that one.
Did it look like he was cramming M&Ms into his mouth?
The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Celandia. It was good living here for a while.
Right, what should we build this time? Well, I'm sure I've already got a forge. I don't need another forge. This was a forge, wasn't it? Arsenal. Get over.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here.
Don't use the fang repeater. Upgrade for the breaker's bow. Yeah, we'll have another upgrade for the bow.
packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows.
Ah, okay, so things like 2 target penetrations per shot, so that when I'm taking out the targets, potentially I can do them in fewer arrows. Okay. Nice, that's a good dynamic actually, I like that. Excuse me. The squirt population was kept well under control thanks to this place. So that's where we started off. It's 2 sort of battleground things. So this is the next level. It should be along this precarious walkway. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button because the action button is the cancel button on all PlayStation games.
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though.
But then...
somebody gets to the core before the kid.
That's bad, right?
The floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt can bring the whole place down. Fragments of the old world rain in the sky.
Won't let me, Ah, because of that thing. Right. Because of my own little friend squirt thing. Oh! Gotta hang around on these. Worry about that later. See what's going on down here.
Kid thinks twice about risking his hide for him, though. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security
Oh!
fire.
Oh, well, that's not fair. It put me down on a place I can't escape from. What am I supposed to do here? There's a game design flaw here.
He gets the wind knocked
Oh.
right out of him.
2 chances left. Right, let's just take stock of what's going on. Get rid of you.
See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such.
I don't think it's a bug, but it just kept dropping me on places where there was no ground.
Sky bridges link the path together.
The Sky Bridge.
One of them bridges whips the kid along.
Oh, yeah, this looks good.
Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the stars. Air travel always was an iffy proposition. But Calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake.
Pretty tense.
I know they used to ship live munitions down the path. Find time to find them. These wires to toss those things are plenty far away.
Okay, that's a good
Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky. In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question.
Why do I have a cat?
Who else could have survived the calamity? So we didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
Now you say that.
We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we build.
So I guess you've got some stuff. We can do some upgrades. Upgrade material for a certain weapon, but I guess I've not got the weapon yet locked out. Because cats are smart and cute. Yeah, but they make me sneeze, cats. I don't know if this costs me anything to do. I don't think I fully understand this mechanic.
Party punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times.
I quite like the hand grenades, they were useful. Right, let's go and do this sword thing. So I guess it's like a challenge.
Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract.
Not the snooze.
Copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful.
War machete. Defeat all foes quickly. I'm not going to do this very quick, am I?
Still others use the place to test their finest blades.
So they just respawn. Wasting my time doing that. Foes remaining. Let's kill the green things. Come here!
Place
Are
gets
you?
awful slick sometimes.
The hitboxes are not where you think they are. What am I supposed to do about the guys that are just floating off into space? They're killing themselves. Oh, this is tedious. Three left. Right, so I need to get the cannons, don't I? That's what it's asking me to do, is lure the cannon. Well, right now I've got to kill this little thing down here. But he's I can't get to him. Where's the other one? I don't even know where the other one is. Ah, no, 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 come back.
Swords can be dangerous, like any livestock.
Really? Get over, get over.
Cute cuts all of them.
Oh, that was tedious. Hey, Raging Rabbit. It's all very serious. Serious gaming going on. Right, well that was dismal. Let's try something else. Don't like that one.
Kid comes back from Windbag Ranch, smelling good and ripe.
So what have I got? Upgrade material. Yes, let's have that one. Do it. Attacks deal damage over time or 20% critical hit chance. Yeah, sawtooth blade.
A little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
I'm okay for experience. I'll stick with the grenade. I understand the grenade. I'm not doing another proving ground. Right, core detected.
The dead welcome him with open arms.
I'm sure the little guy there in the middle looks like the guy from Rogue Legacy.
The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. You don't much care to see him. Not like this. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. Someone who ain't like Mr. Beckley, his kindly wife. It was someone like him. Kid sees him there agape, in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him.
Hey, Rushambo,
He ain't
thank
about
you.
to stop, no matter what.
Ow.
He's got too many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers.
Too busy trying to work out what the countdown timer was, and I think it's that upgrade I've just bought for the sword.
The Thunder brothers didn't make it.
Everything's doing a lot more damage now.
They never saw what it was like beyond the walls. Nor did the bird boy. Didn't make it. The Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived.
Spade.
Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here.
Oh, that's too tempting, that one on its own there. Aha.
Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The core survived the world. And
then the music changes. Imminent death.
what do you say to a man who's seen too much?
Shoot him with your bow and arrow quickly before
Kid
you can
hasn't
jump
a
off the
clue,
edge.
But he says this. We have to go. Please.
Deep.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zulf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time.
Zulf. Talk to Zulf about the city
For
crest.
Zulf, Caelondia was like his second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east. We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine. Zulf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says. He was born in the Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since. We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
I quite like the painted look to the game. I think that's quite a clever thing to pull off.
The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be all right. Well, look what we have here.
Memorial. Plans for structure, just need a place to build it. Necessary testament to the calamity. By paying tribute to the past, one may better the future, or lost and found. I'll go for a memorial.
The memorial. Here a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more.
Okay, so I've done nothing. And first prize in the required number of proving grounds. Nope. Gain the required number of mementos. Nope. Gain the required number of secret skills. 7. I guess I'm approximately about a third of the way through the game. Defeat the required number of different species of beasts. Defeat 10 or more foes in a single well-placed shot. With a scat musket, war machete, bullhead shield, fang repeater. I'm not using the fang repeater very much. Maybe it's a... Defeat 3 foes with a single well-timed power shot. Okay, so I'll probably gather
Words
those just
can't
by
express
playing.
what happened, but they're all I got.
How am I doing for resources? I seem to be fully stocked, so let's head back out. X. That
We
one?
tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
I'm not going to do the proving ground. A bit embarrassing. Core detected too bad. It lies deep inside the toughest fort in the city. The Pith Orchard.
There's Pith Orchard, built in honor of the bull, and folks like Zulf who pray to him.
Hey, Tutus disappearing for a controller. I think it does actually have a keyboard. You see, I'm even handicapped further because I'm using a PlayStation controller with... well, I know them as Well, it's not quite SNES buttons, is it? SNES had B at the bottom and A to the right. These are Xbox buttons, so it's all very confusing to me. Anyway, fly. Let's go. So I don't think I'm using enough shields, and I'm not using evade very effectively.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it.
You'd like this, Tutus. It's a rogue.
Kid says a little prayer anyway. Couldn't hurt, right? Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too.
Oh, that looks...
Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog.
Can't break that.
Pith stood for something once. Something real.
I think this is the way it wants me to go, so I'm just going to backtrack a little bit and see what I missed. Going this way. Big scorch mark in the ground there. A plush Pith.
The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god.
So it's not strictly a roguelike, but it's not dissimilar.
In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. He couldn't even save his loyal subjects.
Oh, I don't want to fall off the edge there.
Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least.
Here we go.
Then Pith lights up like a rodent. An easy punch through his hide. Must have been guarding that shrine. So what'll it be? Invoke the gods, or tell them off?
So, if I invoke this god, what happens? Foes shall go... God of commotion. I don't want to invoke that one. Foes shall grow quicker to move and to strike. Exactly, Tutus. You see, we demonstrated this morning. Mashing is a requirement in hardcore gaming. So, if I invoke this god, the game's going to get more difficult, is what it's saying.
Pith.
But I guess I've got little choice. Let's have a look.
Kid decides to press his luck. If the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore. Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith put a scare in him.
Can't seem to do anything without taking a hit, though. out of healing now. Dead end. Stab weeds. Just let them destroy each other here.
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine. Dead torture. Place is a dead end in more ways than one.
I think that's it. I think I've done this level. Okay. You off playing some
Now
Tony
we can
Hawk,
build a
Toothus?
shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
The plush pith.
Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
Obviously that's doing something. I just can't see what.
Turn 'em round and round all you like. Pit's still gonna be ugly.
No, I don't like the proving ground. Cinder brick fort, but I think I need some of the items that I'm missing from the proving ground. Let's do this proving ground. Let's see what's going on.
No place better than Trapper's Shingle for learning to tread light and shoot straight. Trappers had to tread real careful here, else take a nasty fall. They train themselves by clearing out the targets, while not clearing out the floor. Any good trapper knows never to take a step till the time is right. Decent trapper wouldn't walk away empty-handed.
So 37. So it took what was about 3 shots per arrow. So I need to upgrade this weapon in order to get better items, I think.
To think a rickety place like the Shingle survived, and so little else did. That's Cinder Brick Fort, where the marshals used to watch over the city. There's only one way to Cinder Brick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. Calamity was mercy for the normal folks.
Ow!
The windbags ain't so lucky. They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid. The windbags
What?
put the kid on notice.
Don't know what took me out then. I'll just stand here with my shield. Somebody fire at me. There we go. Yes. Evading is quite tough.
Well, windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort. Kid can't hardly tell up from down after a while.
I bet there's so much hidden stuff I have walked past. Right, this is going to be bad, isn't it?
At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides.
It's too slow. It's very exciting, but it's too slow.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. The Calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort.
Got myself a boomstick.
Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days.
Oh, Right, so they're an instant death. Okay, that's not good. Don't like these things.
Windbags can't use martial supplies. The
No,
kids
I'm
sure
happy.
can.
Happy with all these weapons.
As for the windbags,
Oh, not one of
Cinder
these.
Brick gave 'em enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though. So many of those sorry things hold up inside that old fort.
Suicide?
Kid's blasting everything in sight with that newfangled musket.
It's not. Using his sword. Oh, just get on with it. Come on.
Kid's stash of grenades is there for him when things get even worse. Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works.
Taking it methodically. Don't want to waste valuable assets. Yeah, I'm enjoying it too. I think it's a little bit more frantic than what I'm used to, so I think my old age is showing here.
Kid ain't afraid of getting burned.
The kid is afraid of getting burned. That's why I'm not using any of my grenades.
Trap the kid in the middle of the fort's parade ground.
Here we go.
Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon and all their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides.
There's stuff everywhere.
Kid takes down Glutus. Maybe it was Glandon. The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now. Good thing the windbags don't know kids fresh out of hell.
I think that was done fairly strategically there. Okay, it's slowly coming together. This little thing, come on.
Windbags finally get the message.
There we go. I think, well, it seems that these sort of things are a currency, isn't it? I don't want to fall through the holes in the bottom of the map. Although I might rip off the appearing landscape. I think that's a nice touch.
Kid used to dream of getting a marshal's badge, but not like this. The Skyway's a welcome sight after all that.
Yeah, that level wasn't as bad as some of the others have been.
And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
So is it different each time you play through? I think it is, isn't it?
Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was his smoking pipe.
He's going to have a quick honk on his crack pipe here.
Poor kid collapses after just one drag. The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
I see we've dropped a handful of frames. I'm presuming the stream has been alright otherwise, though. Yep, just can't handle the crack pipe. I think I preferred the bow and arrow to this.
The past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
19 reflections remain.
fair to say he's led a hard life, supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
So I presume it's probably best I go back before I die, right?
Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there.
Could do with
The
some bottles.
The Ura, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
I presume if I die, I just wake up again, right?
What was I saying? Anyway.
Nope, okay, so I need to leave at a certain point. Right, time to go. Retreat! Can't retreat. Denied.
The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either.
I'm gonna hasty retreat. No! Not letting me! Not letting me retreat!
So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years.
No, it doesn't want me to leave.
In the history of Ceylondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
Ah.
fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break.
Keep falling off the world again.
In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody.
No, not these things.
Wait, where was I?
Oh, won't let me leave though. That just puts me in a worse situation.
One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart. You saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that.
Oh.
For nothing now.
Well, I think we'll go back to the Bastion on there. I'm not starting that again. Right, so we know that we have to smoke the crack pipe later on once I'm a little bit stronger. Yep, that's the pipe.
The marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity.
I must be due some weapons upgrades soon, but nothing's sort of saying. What do we prefer, the shotgun or the bow and arrow? The shotgun's good for getting out of sort of a mob, but it's not doing very much damage. Let's go back to the bow for a little bit. We'll see if there's anything we can upgrade. Just talk to this guy.
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls. Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
Yeah, I think I need some sort of upgrade. Got something here though, what's this? Quickly strike 15 times in a row without missing. Well, it's just mashing.
Bravers, the arm of justice. They seemed unstoppable.
Shrine or a lost and found. Well, since I don't know what they do. Let's have lost and found.
The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
So this is just an item shop where I can buy the upgrade things for my bows and arrows. Whale ale. Stab synth, yeah. But I guess these are all one-use things. Okay, so that's good to know about. Let's go over to the distillery. Looks like we can have something. Select a spirit for this slot. Fetching fizz. Pick stuff up.
Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails, but the benefits are worth it.
Right, so if I go and get some a string from the shop, I can then choose. Is that right? Have I got this correct? Let's go and find a string. Something stringy.
All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
And yeah, we'll have something sharp as well. Right, 25% draw speed, 2 target penetrations per shot. Yeah, I think that's probably not a bad call.
His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
And there's something sharp. A 100% critical hit damage. I can swap. Right, so I've currently got it on attack, cripple foes. I quite like that. It seems to do some lasting damage. Here we've got 100% critical hit damage or 1 blades per throw. I'm not really throwing as much as I'm slashing. So we'll go with
War
the critical
machetes
hit.
are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
So let's just check out the arrow again. Is there anything worth swapping? 2 target penetrations per shot. So that would give me 4 target penetrations per shot. But I quite like the draw speed. I'll leave that as is. Something nasty. Well, I'm not really using the Fang repeater, but we'll have a look. More ammo or faster reload?
Turns out
Faster
those old
reload.
bones still have some spark in them. That
More
ought to make
damage.
those fangs sink in nice and deep.
Okay. I presume it's sort of automatically saving as I'm going along. So this is the stuff I've got in my inventory, is it? Hi, little rebel. Doing some Bastion gaming. There's a fellow on the Discord and in this Twitch chat called Gorbit. Very kindly bought it for me, so thank you very much, Gorbit. I don't like doing the proving grounds, so we'll go for core detected.
That's the Langston River. Used to cut all the way to the wild. Think it was bad then.
Let's go for it. So we're sticking with... Well, we've gone back to the bow and arrow now, haven't we?
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
Ow. Right, well, we'll go right to begin with. Why not? Nope, dead end. Left.
Riverbank swarming with windbags.
Yeah, it was worth upgrading the bow.
They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous fairy barge is still afloat. Weepin' Nelly. She sent some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nelly knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. The security skiff pulls up portside. Nelly's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbreak.
Just fighting each other, those things. Let's carry on with that.
They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nelly tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors.
Yep. Drink. Pick. Alright, wasting grenades everywhere here.
At least she picked a good spot for a break, because the core's right there.
Oh, I keep wasting these grenades. Get over there. I think it wants me to go around the other side. Hang on. Arsenal. No, I'm happy with my setup. Unlimited arrows. Well, I've only got, in terms of grenades, it's just the number of black bottles that I've picked up. Let's see, how do I get over there?
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. Peckers. They've been watching his every move. They had their own eyes on the core. Why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nelly raring to go.
Hey, they're on my
she's got
side.
a special surprise for when the waters get rough. She's gonna need a little help with all them peggers. Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. It takes a hard hit.
Oh yeah, they're no good. I don't like those. I don't fully understand how to counteract them. Okay, we'll go in now.
She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Pecker country. They want that core real bad. Seems the calamity ain't hurt the Peckers' appetites.
These are a pain.
Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoes him off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the barge back there? A good couple of times.
There's an opening. That's some sort of deeper, darker dungeon.
Now, listen close. You should remember this next part.
Brilliant.
Why go to Prosper Bluff?
Because the game needed to be more difficult and confusing.
Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
Okay, don't hit the plants. Lesson learnt there.
The other kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's
Away
it go
home.
again?
Hey Lucas, man, not seen you for a while. Just having a bit of a game. Ah, this game, man.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm going to have some M&Ms to console myself. Just a second. So it was a trap. I guess that's why it's Bluff, yeah? Oh, done it again. M&M's any good? Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're the blue ones, so they're like a Rice Krispie covered in chocolate. Take out these plants before they get to me. There we go. I'm trying to defend. Stop giving me babyish hints. Right. See, it hurts me just to travel. Basically, everything in this game hurts you. do like the music in this game. Movie snacks, yeah, you always get them in theatres. The brown ones are just chocolate, though, aren't they? The yellow ones are a peanut. Oh, get me back up there. Dare knock me off the edge. Yeah, then right. Knock yourself out, stupid bird. This game is on Steam, and it was purchased for me very kindly by Gorbit99, so that's why I'm playing it tonight. I think I might do a regular sort of Saturday night gaming stream. It's a bit more relaxing. Right, I need to trigger this switch, don't I? Puts me back over here. Right, so that's the gate. I don't want to get lost. Across the rickety old bridge. Lots of options opening up here. Right, but I don't want to just jump up there straight away, because I think there's still more stuff down here. So if I stop playing, it's only because I'm trying to catch up with a bit of the chat. In TA, what total annihilation? The sugar-coated chocolates. Yeah, I prefer Skittles. I do like Skittles too. I don't like the sour ones, but I like regular Skittles. Right, we went that way, so we're now going this way. Quite tricky, those little dagger bird things. I like the way that they've managed to make it quite lenient for you. So if you know, I'm not consistently falling off the edge. StarCraft stream. These games are too new for me.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right?
Well, I
Suffice
think
it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
Oops, threw a grenade by accident. Gears floating around.
And besides, it's like the song goes.
Hey, yeah, found a lady. Can't use my weapons.
They'll be here before too long.
Gorbit, I gotta remember, I finished Final Fantasy VII in 1996.
Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow or again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
Only one more core to find. Hey, we're doing alright.
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Caelondia's fine goods. Unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here.
Oh.
Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see. But leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view.
Well, Lucas, that's probably one of the least constructive things you've ever said.
Girl tried to
Just
run
gonna
away
throw
from
that out
home
there.
one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Well, I'm not going to go to Crackpipe Land again just yet. Where are they? So it basically wants me to talk to the guys.
Scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
Too much.
If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book. I'd have worked to translate it right away. Kid surprised when
I don't remember picking up a
core
core.
left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Anything new going on? Not yet. Oh, maybe. Yeah, actually, we have. What have we done? Defeat 3 foes with a single well-timed power shot.
The Breakers. Ain't no one could outrun them. Or their arrows.
That's a subtle building. New idols available. Good.
Behold, the Pantheon.
So basically, these just make the game more difficult. No one bound the chastised. No one bound the chastened maid save for herself. Her shackles are her own design. Foes shall have vengeance in the throes of defeat. Basically, they're just going to explode or something. Oh, no, I'm not going to put that on. In fact, I want to take off. Perhaps the foes are more difficult.
Can't be too careful these days.
Fell off my own village. Right, let's go and have a look. What have we got? That's just annoying. Come on. That's the X button,
We
not the
tracked
jump
the
button.
final core beyond the city to the wilds. That's the edge of the wilds, where Jawson and his boys disappeared.
Right, well, I'm not doing the proving ground for the sword again, because that was just frustrating last time. Proving ground for the arrows. Now we've got a better bow. Do you think I can get a better result? So let's have a go with that. Should never
Kid
put
ain't had enough
food
breakers
next to a
back.
computer. Right. So this tricky one, I can get 4... Oh, hang on. I think I'm seeing a strategy.
Takes practice, and a mighty strong bow helps too.
Not quite online. Why didn't that kill it with one hit?
It's all the right solid performance.
I don't know what the back button is. So we picked up something fancy.
He ain't all that shy.
What was it we just picked up? Something fancy. An upgrade material for a certain weapon. Right, okay, so we need to go to the forge. But I can't use it. It's an upgrade material, clockwork organizer, once used for work and recreation. Find a new weapon to use this. Right.
The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive.
I can tell
Place
by
is
the
so
way that
raw,
blurs
even
that they're
Calamity
using a
couldn't
box
cook it.
blurring technique,
Not all of it.
which is curious. Is there any benefit to attacking gears? Dueling pistols, alright,
What's
okay.
better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two.
Okay, so it does reload, that's reassuring. Okay. I don't know why, I feel like I need to chop up these gears.
Savage things lurking at every turn. Kids faster than a slinger with those guns.
Can't attack the rocks up. Oh, good. So you're having a nice relaxing Saturday evening too. There's the
Hecker's
core.
got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survived the calamity. It toughened them up. Same goes for the kid.
Don't think I understand the dynamic of those things.
Best take it real slow when the pincushions are afoot.
These things are tedious, aren't they? I'll have to come up with a better strategy for those.
Slinger Johnson's old outpost is all that's left of him.
War machete. No, I'm going to stick with my swords. Really? Just let them kill each other. Okay, lesson learned. Stay away from the nice looking plants.
A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Don't ever turn your back on a pin cushion. Kids roused up half the wilds by now.
Just gonna let them do their own destruction. They're not that accurate, these, over range.
Then kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. Gives a wallflower a taste of its own medicine. Lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. Hardly any signs of the old Johnson kid. Wild green vine apples about the only good thing out here.
Ow. These things aren't good.
He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final call.
Didn't like that world. I wasn't feeling
It's
that one.
over, right? Well, no.
No.
It ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says. But I will not.
Alright, Lucas, take care, man.
Zolf leaves us here, alone.
Thanks, Lucas.
When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put it back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
Well, there's a surprise. Yeah, okay. What have we got here? Ammo capacity, bullet scatter eliminated. Yeah, I think I'll get rid of that.
Takes
They did
lot
have quite a bit of
moving
scatter.
pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
So I need to go get some shards.
The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back. The less said about Drawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind. After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Drawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back.
Chances are I will get lost here.
Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do? Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating. Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, he's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
don't want to fall off the edges in the dark.
The dead welcome him with open arms.
Thanks, Gorbit. Yep.
Pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of Ligura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds
Oh, not this stupid frog thing again.
peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
Oh,
No way out.
this guy's not my friend anymore.
Now the Bastion can send them even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot in
Hey, Eldonad.
Celandia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. The security's just straight. Kid succeeds where the calamity fails. Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronde the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left.
Hey, linebacker. Yeah, usually I stream code, but sometimes I like to just stream a bit of a game. And this game has been bought for me by Gorbit99, so thank you very much. I think he's had a bit to drink.
Thought we lost him, but he finally comes to.
Give me the shard.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Disgusting things.
You can put the guns away, you know.
Ever heard of a lung blossom?
Have now.
It's bigger than the stories say. Scumbag sprung a leak. They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Well, the kid prunes it down to size somehow.
Level 4. Is that all I really am? Spudman's all... No, I've got a little bit of Spudman left. Too many things to do and not enough time. Okay, so what's happening? Well, I'm travelling a world which I believe to be randomly generated. And the purpose is to collect things to reconstruct a world that has happened to have fallen upon bad times.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers.
So this is the world I'm trying to reconstruct. And now I've got to collect shards.
That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business.
See?
A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
I think we want new weapons, don't we? So which was weapons?
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
But it's brand new to me, this game. I haven't played it until well, what are we up to? About 2 3/4 hours ago. Started playing it. Can't unlock any of those yet. Something new here though. Have a look. Right, so 10% critical hit chance, 100% critical hit chance, 33% speed while defending. No, we'll have the 100% critical hit.
Where whiskey has no scent, but tastes like a peppered boot heel, it's not for everyone. Want to stay alive in the wilds, pack a pair of pistols and a good blade.
So, I guess we'll go and find another shard.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
Let's have a look at the pistols proving ground, since we have upgraded them a little bit. Okay, so it's the narration that's procedurally generated.
Survive the wilds, and none fought faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
Your progress... Oh. Cancel.
They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop. Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger. Learning to hold your fire can be its own challenge.
Seems to be 7 bullets.
The slingers were much quicker than the average pistolier.
Wasn't far off 500.
Well, even the slingers weren't quick enough to escape the calamity.
So now I've got that something greasy, I can upgrade my pistols again, can't I? Faster reload, more damage. I think we'll do more damage.
Made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets.
I've got some new stuff. I guess that's new stuff for my existing weapons. Because the bow and arrow was quite a good weapon. Let's go and buy some string. Buy something sharp.
Finders keepers.
Graver slash. That's a spell of some sort. Final warning. Stabsynth. Do you know, it's been a long time since I've had some absinthe.
Rothless Lagoon. Even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten. Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothless Lagoon.
Oh yeah, it's just you know, absinthe was kind of popular for a little bit.
Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here.
I feel like this needs a shotgun, this level.
All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still looking about. Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon.
Sneaky decoy. Right.
Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
A bit slow, this area.
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath?
This is gonna pop, isn't it?
Stinkweed.
Stinkweed.
Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools.
Well, visually, it's a very, very pleasant game, and sonically as well. It's
The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
these things are slow. I think it's very nice.
Kid's got a mean.
That's better. So the stick is quite a powerful weapon, it's just a bit slow.
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator's scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass, and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. Still no sign of the shard.
I'll stick with the pistols for the time being. Not needed to swap weapons too much.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kids gotta make a run for it. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining.
I was ready for you then.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
Up or down?
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the queen.
Oh.
Can't get hasty in a place like this. Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many.
Oh,
around.
David. Oh, this looks like a bit of a showdown
Wanna
area.
know how to find an ankle gator lair?
Walk into one.
Use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. The shards sitting in plain view. She's starting to get annoyed. And now he's made her mad.
Oh, David, don't fall off the world.
That's ankle gator country for you.
Get me back up. Oh, what a developed a strat there at the end and totally dominated that battle. It wasn't embarrassing at all. You know what? I'll wait. Let's just go back.
Done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
A mailbox.
That Gator's a crazy gal, but so's the gal who promised to look after her. They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Right. Let's go and see what upgrades we've got. So we can upgrade the pike and we can upgrade our machete. That's good because I think I want the machete back. 20% critical hit chance, attacks cripple, attacks deal damage over time. Effects stack. Well, we've not got a critical hit. 20%, 1 in 5, typically doing 10 hits a second. It's probably worthwhile.
Don't get any sharper than that.
And the other one, reinforced shaft, faster throw reload.
To fix a brushless pike, you just need a good length of knife bark.
Right, well, that's been about 3 hours from me, so I think that's probably enough because my wrists are hurting. So I want to thank Gorbit for really nicely buying me this game. I've enjoyed it a lot actually, so I'm probably going to continue it on stream at some point during the week. So I will see you all when I see you next. Oh, there's a video out tomorrow. It's not going to be a coding video, it's going to be something a bit different. And I will see you all later on. Take care everybody, good night.